Hey everybody, it's Brad. I'm here to tell you about a brand new software from Designs Machine Embroidery called Word Art in Stitches. And this program does a bunch of really neat things with lettering. I actually like it. It's probably my favorite lettering program now that this is out. It's taken the crown of my favorite text editing software, and that's because it does some things that I've wanted to do for a long time. So, for instance, this right here, this is called bubble text, okay, where you take a shape and you define some words, and the software automatically fills in the shape with the words. So this, I didn't do this. I didn't arrange where all these letters, where all these words go. I just typed in a list of words and put in the original shape, and the software automatically randomized the position of each of the words. So this is really cool. This is something that we've been able to do with graphic editing programs for a long time, and it's a common thing that people do with graphic editing programs, but I've never seen it done with embroidery automatically like this, and it's really exciting and neat. So let me show you the way this works. I'm just going to go ahead and delete what I've got here. That was just so you had something to look at when I was starting talking. So I'm going to delete that, and you see all these different buttons up here. One of them is this bubble text icon. We're going to click that, and here we get to go in and choose all of our variables. So, for instance, we can go in here and click under shape. Look at how many different shapes there are in this. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Okay, so this is really neat. You just go in and try to find a category for what it is that you want to do. Let's say we want to do something sewing related, since this is a kind of a sewing YouTube channel here. We'll go and look through and say, okay, we'll do this sewing machine right here. We can pick the size. So, for instance, if I've got the new Destiny, then my maximum size is going to be what, 360 millimeters wide, so 360. So that's going to be the biggest that it could possibly be, and still fit in my big Destiny hoop. The border here, if we change this, if we leave it on artwork, then there's not going to be an outside border that's going to show up as stitches, but we can change it to a steel, which is like a satin stitch or a run. We'll set that to a steel stitch so it's nice and thick. The text settings, now here are the words. These are the words that you pick. So let's say I pick some sewing related words. Sew, bobbin, scissors, and you don't have to. You just put a space between them. You don't have to do anything else. So let's see. Sew, bobbin, scissors, thread, needle, quilt, and you can put in as many words as you want. So let's see. Pattern. All right, and then we'll say that's enough. Okay, so we've got our words, and it's going to automatically randomize these words. And so we can set the base height for these. Right now, the default is 20 millimeters is the base height. We'll leave that alone for now. We'll go in and I'll show you how the changes look when you change them. The orientation, if you have it on orthogonal, then it will combine vertical and horizontal. If you do horizontal, then all the words will go straight across. We're going to leave it on orthogonal here. The font combo here, we can choose. It's going to randomize the fonts that we use, so we can pick, okay, the different block fonts. It'll randomize between those, the different Diana style fonts, exotic fonts, etc. We'll leave it on block for now, but you can actually add fonts to customize this, so it'll use whatever fonts you want if you want to. Now, object settings. We can have it randomize our size of our letters. So the minimum size is going to be 30% smaller than 20 millimeters. The maximum size is 120% larger than 20 millimeters, and the spacing between them. And then we can adjust the color theme. But at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and hit apply and show you what it does. So I hit apply, and it's going to fill in my sewing machine with the different words. Just gotta wait for it. Sometimes it takes a while. There it is. Alright, not sure why that took so long, but So here we've got all of, probably because I did such a really large one, the software probably wasn't expecting to have such a large thing to fill. But so here's my filled in thing. So we see that it's randomized what direction these things are going, both horizontal and vertical. It randomizes the colors. And then if you look down here, we've got this decor combo option. What this is you can actually have it combine embroidery designs with, simple embroidery designs with your shape. So like say I want to have like love shapes. You can actually add your own designs to this also. But here, let's go ahead and apply this again. And we'll see that it adds little shapes to it. It's going to take a while again. Guess I should have done a smaller. There we go. Alright, so now we've got these little hearts and these lips and everything in there. So yeah, I mean, this is really pretty neat, I think, the way this works. You can create a word art design, and you can use any of those shapes that are built in, which there's a ton of them. Plus, you can define your own shapes and bring them in. It's really quite remarkable. So when I hit OK, it automatically brings the design up, and it color sorts all the patterns. All I would have to do is take this, save it, put it on a flash drive, put it in whatever format I use, and sew it right out on my machine. So that is really, really cool. Now, in addition to the bubble art, you can do a lot of other neat stuff with this. For instance, this has Puffy Text built in. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever used Puffy, or like Sulky's brand of it is called Puffy Foam, but it's like a puff foam rubber that you can use. And what this is it's a bunch of fonts that are digitized specifically to work with that puff foam. Let me go ahead and hit apply here. Here we go. It has to be all capitals for this font. So here we go. So what this would do is I would sew this design out right on top of some of that puff foam and rip the foam away, and I'm going to be left with letters that are puffy like this. Now, to do this, normally you have to make it look really good anyway, you have to specially digitize your letters so that they work with the foam. And these letters are already pre-digitized to work with that. And I've got lots of different fonts available for that. So I can go through and look at what these different fonts are. All of these are made to work perfectly with the puff foam without having to do anything else. So that is pretty cool, I think. And it looks really good when you sew out on the Puffy. It gives it like a three-dimensional kind of look. So there's that. What else we have that's built into this? Go ahead and delete this here. Let's see. We've also got Applique Text. So these are a set of fonts, all of which are made so that they will sew out as an applique. Hit apply here. So this is these are letters that can be used as appliques, and there's a good selection of these as well, which is nice. And these all, again, they're digitized and optimized, ready for you to use, which is cool. Okay, well, let's see. We'll go see what else we got here. Okay, TrueType. This actually will let you digitize any font that's built into your computer that's a TrueType font. So you've got all of these fonts to choose from. Now these aren't going to sew out as nice as a hand digitized font is, but it's got them. Calligraphy text. So these are some really, really nice handwritten look fonts that you can choose from. Okay, and so we can go in and pick whichever one we want. Hit apply, and we've got these nice, all these fonts look like they're handwritten. So it's got a bunch of those. They're cool. What else we got? Okay, we did the bubble text already. We also have all of the fonts that come with the Perfect Embroidery Pro program, the program that's the digitizing program. So you've got all these regular fonts that sew out really nicely, and you just pick whichever one you want. Hit apply. This one, actually, see the lowercase letters didn't come in. We can see there's no lowercase letters available in this one. That's why that didn't work. So we'll make them all capital letters and hit apply. Okay, so this, and these will all do multi-line. Hit apply. Okay, so I can do multi-line text. I can adjust the line spacing. You know, all that kind of stuff we can change. We can change the height of each letter, all that, and it'll actually automatically convert the fill type if it needs to when you make it larger, which is really, really neat. And so there's also some other stuff. We've got, these are called ink spots, and these are just some designs that you can throw in there. Some of them look like little spots of ink. They all look like they're things that were done, drawn by hand with a pen, basically. So like here's like an ink blotch. You can add that in, like if you're doing some of those calligraphy fonts, you want it to look like it's handwritten, you can add little ink blots. What are these? These are stamps. Okay, so this is just another collection of designs that this all just comes with the program. This is built into it. So if we wanted to put like a little stamp, make it look like you've been to London, I guess. I don't know why they're there, but they are there. And then we've also got the text designs, which these are free lettering designs. You can actually bring these in and have these little decors be part of the decor for that bubble text like I was showing you, where it brought the little hearts and stuff in. So it's got a ton of these little bonus designs too, and a lot of them are lettering, like monograms that you could use. So we see that there's tons of these. This is all designs that come with this program for free. And then the next one is monogram designs. These are like decors that are made to go around monograms. So if I wanted to have a little monogram and have this rope around it, I could go in and bring in, say, like a 3-letter monogram and line it up within this little border. That's what those are made for. So there's a bunch of other stuff that this program does, but that's like the gist of it. It is really awesome, and it's brand new. I just got it in. When you buy the software from me, of course, you get unlimited one-on-one lessons, and we are selling the software for $599.95. That is what it is. It's the coolest lettering program in town. Stop by and let me give you a demonstration. It is really quite neat, and I've got some nice samples too, so come in and check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.